icons are elements that add a little bit of a graphical aspect to your board. Both Miro and Mural allow you to do fancy things like adding emojis to the title of those areas or frames. So that's one way. If I rename this, I can put in an emoji for search and gather data. Just be aware that sometimes those emojis are browser based, so you might get a funky effect on that. But yeah, that is one way. The other thing that is interesting and that is possible on both tools is using icons. In Miro, this ... opens up this other bunch of things, and one is Icon Finder. So Icon Finder is basically a repository for stuff. And so if I type in search, you'll find icons for search, and there's a bunch of different like styles and colors. So you can drag those in, and yeah, they can become part of your design. So you can just use them in here like that. In Mural, very similar, but those icons are a little bit different in the sense that you have more control over that design. So their styles are pretty much the same. You see they're all in black, but you do control their color inside Mural. And so I can bring those in and then change their color to maybe match the element in here. So in my experience, this produces a much better result. Let me demonstrate that for you. Those are two examples of two open spaces that I designed, one on the left with Mural, the one on the right with Miro. The one on the left, you can see that there is a theme in terms of colors. I created the barn, the library, the patio as three areas of the open space. The barn has this like yellow/orangey color. So the icon that I brought in was assigned a color that matches that. And the same goes with the library, where I searched like a bookshelf, and the patio. So this was pretty easy. And for the trailhead, the coffee shop, you see there's a consistency in this design. As well as doing this remote lunch break, I put in icons for food. That was really easy. The same goes here in the share backspace, where I put in people as an icon. In Miro, that was possible, but much harder. For example, I had the same concept here with an open space, and we have the loft, we have the living room, we have the studio, but in Miro, the icons are not, you cannot assign a color to those icons. That's the icon, and that's it. So I basically could not find matching colors, and I had to stick to the black and white. So all these icons are black for that reason. You can see that here's an example. I kind of searched for some boxes. This was for the loft, and the color can be kind of similar, but there's all sorts of icons in here. They're not very consistent. So if I search for boxes, I'll find all sorts of different icons. Let's compare that with here. When I do that in Mural, the styles are much more consistent. So as a facilitator that designs sessions, this on the left helps me. The one on the right does some help, but it's harder. I had to spend a little bit more time to find consistent styles. So not a major issue, just something that you might want to be aware of.